Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills, February 4th. Hello, how you doing today? Hope everybody's blessed today. Um, I want to talk about Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to read a little bit about her history, and then I'm going to read an article because I wrote some stuff down from Wikipedia about her. So let's get into it. So I just want to say, hope everybody has a blessed day and hope everybody's happy. So Elizabeth Warren, Elizabeth Ann Warren Herring, that was her original name. She was born on June 22nd, 1949, as an American politician and academic, serving as the senior United States Senator from Massachusetts since 2013. It was January 3rd, I believe she started. Um, and that's where the state that I live in Massachusetts. It says Warren was formerly a predominant scholar specializing in bankruptcy law. Warren was born and raised into a middle class family in Oklahoma. She graduated from the University of Houston and Rutgers Law School. Since her career as an academic focused on bankruptcy law, where she focused primarily on decision making of the public following legal change. Says Warren taught at several law schools, including the University of Houston, the University of Texas at Austin, the University of Pennsylvania, and Harvard University. Says Warren initially forayed into the public policy, began with opposing what eventually became a 2005 act restricting bankruptcy assets for individuals. This is Warren saw her profile rise in the late 2000s for her forceful stance in favor of more regulations following the 2007-2008 financial crisis. So she served as the chair of the Congressional Oversight Panel of the Troubled Essex Relief Program and was instrumental in the creation of the Consumer Financial Protection CFPB, for which served as the first special advisor, unable to surmount Republican oppositions to become the director of the CFPB. Warren instead challenged and defeated Senator Scott Brown of Massachusetts in 2012. She was the keynote speaker of the 2016 Democrat National Convention and became a vice chair of the Senate Democrat caucus the following year. Says Warren has focused on consumer protection, economics, opportunity, and social safety net while in the Senate. Says following her reelection in the Senate of 2018, Warren announced a campaign in 2020 election. That's that. And I'm going to read something from the newspaper that I bought a few days ago about this. This is a guy named, this is Arm's Length. Chuck Hopkins Jr., the Cherokee Native Nation Secretary of State, said this week that Elizabeth Warren can be a friend, but she isn't a Cherokee citizen. I'm gonna read this from this woman named Hillary Chabot, I believe. This is out of the Boston Herald and Massachusetts paper. This is the latest. This is the latest twist in the winding saga of Elizabeth Warren, Native American ancestry, forced the Cambridge Democrat on Thursday to do what she should have done when the Herald first broke the story in 2012: apologize. Instead, Warren became a master of unforced campaign error, dodging, weaving, and backtracking on issues that continue to haunt her because she refused to face it head on. Even now, Warren's apology is limited. She's sorry she took a DNA test and announced the results of a proof that she is part Native American. I'm just going to put it all out there. She told Iowa voters earlier this month, following years of unanswered questions and relentless taunts from the President Trump. But Warren's attempts to put it all out there have meant different things at different times. When I first asked Warren about her heritage claims in 2012, she had no had no idea. Harvard Law School was reporting her as a minority hire. I think I first learned about it when I saw it on the front page of the Herald, she said. She also claimed she had never listed herself as a Native American or minority on any other forms of or applications. Since both statements were false, she had listed herself as minority on the Association of American Law Schools directory starting in 1986 and ended in 1994. Since the directory was used at the time as hiring tool, a reference to find law professors. I listed myself in the directory in the hopes that might mean that I would be invited to luncheons, a group or something with people who like I am, was Warren's explanation. Since the Oklahoma native also later admits she informed Harvard Law School and the University of Pennsylvania that she was Native American. This was the way Team Warren continued to address the story, releasing information in drips that never fully answered the question of whether Warren benefited from her minority status or whether she truly believed she should be identified as a minority hire. Anyone asking was met with repeated variations of her stock answer. I'm very proud of my heritage. President Trump mercifully mocks in Warren's own growing presidential ambitions, eventually prompt her to address the issue in 2018. The Boston Globe published a nearly 6,000 word story that attempted to show that Warren's claims of Native American status didn't boost her career, but the story also included Warren's first stab at an apology in an ever-evolving history and apology that will continue to evolve with her anticipation announcement next week that she's making her presidential run official. I wish I had been more mindful of the distinction between heritage and tribal citizens, Warren told the Globe. Then only the tribes can determine tribal citizenship, and I respect their rights. That's why now I don't list myself here in the Senate as a Native American. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read something else. Okay. This is U.S. Senate Warren, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren has apologized to the chief of the Cherokee Nation for her botched DNA test, and a move that comes 1 week before her big announcement about an anticipated 2020 presidential run. This is without mentioning her long history of claiming strong Native American heritage. Spokeswoman for the tribe confirmed the Herald that Warren called Bill John Baker, principal chief of the Cherokee Nation, Thursday to accept blame for the October ancestry test. Warren amends were narrow and addressed only the DNA test, not decades of claiming Native American tribal blood in her family's roots. Warren had long claimed deep Indian links, including stories of her parents eloping due to discrimination. Her DNA test, however, indicated possible Native American ancestry 6 to 10 generations back, which would make her between 164th or 1 in 1,024th Indian. Warren also tweeted Thursday that she will make a big announcement about my 2020 plans next Saturday, prompting political watchers to suggest she's repairing past mistakes as campaigns to take on the President Trump. Trump's goading had prompted her to take the DNA test. Her mistake was getting her back. Her mistake was getting her back up over the ancestry issue to begin with, said Democrat consultant Scott Ferguson. Though he added the apology may work, Trump has repeatedly jumped on Warren's Cherokee tales, first reported by the Herald in 2012, mocking calling her Pocahontas. Warren released the DNA analyst from 23andMe last fall about her claims of Native American heritage. The Cherokee Nation, which bases memberships on kinship and cultural ties, with the tribe had rejected the idea of DNA tests as proof of membership, knocking both Warren and Trump over the entire mess. It says now the tribe appears ready to move on. It says, we are encouraged by this dialogue and understand that being a Cherokee Nation tribal citizen is rooted in centuries of culture and law, not through DNA tests. Cherokee Nation's executive director of communication, Julie Hubbard, said in a statement, we are encouraged by her actions and hope that the slurs and mockery of tribal citizens and Indian history and heritage will come now to an end. It says the Cherokee Nation has criticized Warren right after her DNA test in October, saying the test was useless. So Cherokee Nation Secretary of State Chuck Hopkins Jr. said in October that the test does not determine tribal citizenship. He says he wrote this week in Oklahoma paper that Elizabeth Warren can be a friend, but she isn't a Cherokee citizen. It says the Herald reported Warren's ancestry claim in 2012 during her Senate race against Republican Scott Brown. The story has stuck with her ever since, along with claims she used her alleged heritage to land jobs. Warren has listed herself as a minority in the professional registries in the 1980s and 90s. The controversy has resonated with voters. Her first question at the Iowa Political Forum last month was about her DNA test. She admitted then, I am not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of tribe. I'm just going to read probably one more if I can from this guy named writer Joe Bettenfield. Okay. It says Elizabeth Warren apologized to the Cherokee Nation isn't even close to enough and shows she still doesn't get it. Her presidential campaign is slumping, not just because she took a DNA test, it's slumping because she once claimed to be a minority, has never explained why. So she can issue as many DNA I don't even know how to say this word, male culpus as she wants. It still won't do the damage she inflicted on her campaign by claiming that she's somehow Native American. It says Warren has resisted an apology route for months, even years. She and her campaign have long insisted she's done nothing wrong, and the fact that she's willing to issue even a limited apology now reveals just how much trouble she's in. The move appears to have been prompted by yet another criticism from Native American community on Wednesday. Chuck Hoskin, Secretary of State of the Cherokee Nation, wrote in the opinion column rejecting the idea that just because Warren showed a tiny fraction of Cherokee blood dating back to 6 to 10 generations, she can claim to be Native American. This concept of family is key to understanding why citizenship matters. Hopkins wrote in the Tulsa World, this is why it offends us when some of our national leaders seek subscribe inappropriately membership or citizenship to themselves. So they would be welcome to our table as friends, but claiming to be family to gain a spot at the table is unwelcome. Ouch. A day later, after Hoskin criticism was published, Warren was on the phone with Cherokee Nation Principal Chief Bill John Baker, offering up her belated and limited apology. But the apology won't stop. The question about why she claimed minority status in the first place while she was looking for work as a law professor. So Twyla Barnes, the Cherokee genealogist who has been the most critical of Warren, continued to question why the Massachusetts Democrat hasn't offered a broader apology. This still isn't transparent, Barnes told the New York Times. She needs to go public and fully take responsibility, and that the DNA test was ridiculous. There's still something about this that feels off. If a predominant Cherokee feels something is off. You can imagine how the ordinary voter might feel about Warren's Native American claims. Says while some voters will brush off the controversy as non-issue, Warren's opponents certainly won't. They can see how Warren has tanked in the polls since she took the DNA test and opened herself up to fresh criticism. Says Warren is now toiling at a 2% national in some Iowa polls, eclipsed by fresher faces like Senator Kamala Harris and Beto O'Rourke. Making an apology now is likely even deep in the hole Warren is already in. I'm going to just say this. I'm not going to get into this, talk too much about this. Politicians are fake anyway, and they're funny, and and it's like they're liars. And I'm just telling you that at the end of the day, don't believe in these politicians, because these politicians are all fake. They all want your money. They don't give two shits about you at the end of the day. Elizabeth Warren's no different. I'm not going to knock her for her accomplishments, for her doing what she's done in this life. I'm not going to. But my thing is just reading those articles, how disingenuous she is, how dishonest she is. You know what I'm saying? And when you call out these politicians on their bullshit, they like to backtrack. So just like everybody else likes to, whenever you call them out on their bullshit, whether we're cheating, we're acting a fool, we're lying about whatever. So at the end of the day, person like her, like this is why this is why I don't understand white folks, because sometimes I don't understand them, because they 1 minute want to be like us, or want to end up like us, and then they want to backtrack. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get it as far as as far as like these people today. Like I just don't get it. So like I said, Elizabeth Warren claiming she, you know what I'm saying, even if she has Native American blood, like it said, like what did it say? One out of 64th, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like I said, these politicians are all disingenuous. They don't give a shit. And let me tell you something, your vote don't matter. Okay. They already knew, I'm gonna say this, they already knew Trump was gonna be in office. They already knew this. Okay. There's so much stuff behind the scenes that we don't know as the everyday people. We can look at the newspapers, we can check the internet, but at the end of the day, only those people that are in power know the secrets. We don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she's disingenuous, and honestly, like, it's just like it's like all these people come into politics, and they're like all fake and phonies. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I'm not trying to knock her accomplishments for what she's done. You know what I'm saying? She's cool. She's, like I said, but I don't know. But like, I just wanted to make a quick video, to say hello, everybody. Hope everybody's blessed. So feel free to check out my YouTube channel. You have to type in my name. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. It's my first video called Why Black People Settle for Less. And again, for those subscribers, I'm going to say this again, because I just made a video yesterday talking about on Sunday about Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? For those that subscribe to my channel, if you do not watch my videos, I do not want you as my subscribers. Period. I get it. You have your life. You got kids. You got work. You got this. I get all that. But if you're not interested in my videos, then unsubscribe. Okay, I'm not mad if you unsubscribe, whatever the case is. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying in general, if you want, you know what I'm saying, like, just don't watch if you don't want to watch my videos, unsubscribe to my channel. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I hate when people, have a subscription, but they don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But like I said, feel free to check out my YouTube channel again, Russell Mills, and my Russell Mills, May 22nd, 2017. And that's basically it. But I want everybody to have a blessed day. Take care of yourself. And, that's it, everybody. Peace.